Oh my god, I'm alive, and it's Silvery and Hunter is here?
Not for long.
Oh, okay.
Later, losers.
Oh, they're back. You both left. I was like, what? It's the 2017 Game of the Year's discussion, but it's not just gonna be me. Obviously, we have Silvery and Hunter from the Bone Zone.
Who?
Hello.
Okay, and we have multiple different topics. We have stuff like best game we missed, best multiplayer, soundtrack, all that stuff with some...
Best waifu?
Okay, not that exactly. But then at the end, we're going to be going over, which is going to be the main meat of the discussion, which is our each top 5 game of the years.
Wow. What's the first one?
It's
Best amiibo.
First
Hunter
up,
could go first.
First up is
I
best
think
amiibo.
he's gonna talk the least about this.
All right, go.
I had two.
Yeah.
I couldn't
Alright, this
pick which
good.
one I liked more.
Okay.
So like, you know, I'm a man of skill. So I had to get the Cloud amiibo. I like Final Fantasy a lot. So
Oh, we
I had
know.
to get the Cloud
It's very
amiibo.
well made.
Yeah, except mine's like bent on the handle, and I don't like that.
Oh, hell
Oh,
Which is
yeah.
upsetting.
That sucks.
Yeah, I like, oh, I finally got the Cloud amiibo. Oh, cool. It's fucked up. Anyways, and the other one is, of course, the Mario fucking cereal box.
Hell yeah.
The best amiibo
God
ever.
damn.
On the official website, they list it. Its canonical name is the Delicious Amiibo.
Oh, my
my
god. I didn't know
God.
that. Here's the thing. I've been searching for so long for that goddamn cereal. Not just because I
Well-
want it as an amiibo, I just want to taste the cereal. I
It's
can't
okay.
find it. I can't find
It's just
it.
Lucky Charms, isn't it?
It's kind of like Fruit Loops ish,
Oh gosh.
and also there's like 30% less marshmallows. I did the math.
You did the math. Okay. So, Hunters was the Cloud Amiibo. Actually, I gotta admit, Cloud Amiibo is very good.
Player
it's,
one, by the way. Not
Player
player,
one?
two. Fuck that anime bullshit. Player
Yeah.
one.
Player 2's good.
I only
The
bought Player 1.
I don't give a shit about Event Children.
Alright.
Mhm.
Nick, what was your favorite?
No, you're next. I'm not next. You're
no,
next.
I don't wanna.
No, go.
No.
Oh my god, go!
I'll sit here and ruin the video.
You
Nigga,
already
ruin
have.
You got me.
Go. Or I know what your favorites are.
What is it? Tell me.
Yeah.
Goomba
No, you're gonna
Amiibo.
say you know. Tell me.
It's Goomba Amiibo.
No, you don't know shit.
Oh no.
Alright, then what was it, Silver?
While the Goomba Amiibo is a close second, I gotta bring this back all the way to February.
Yeah?
Poochie Amiibo.
Oh,
That's,
Poochie. Oh my god, I have to change my list. I forgot Poochie came out. Fuck.
No, you're not allowed to change your list.
I'm not,
If
I'm
it's
not.
If you didn't remember it, it's not good enough.
Yeah.
Poochie is one of my favorite Mario characters. The fact that he got an Amiibo before, like Cloud,
And
was
Daisy.
pretty good. No, Daisy came out first.
Oh,
It's
well.
a shame that he comes from a shitty game, but you know.
Hey, Woolly World's fine.
Poochie.
No.
Poochie's really cute.
That's not where he comes from.
Oh,
Yoshi's story. God, how do I know more than you about that?
Actually,
I thought
no,
you
he's
meant-
in
I thought you
Yoshi's
meant the yarn.
Island. He's
I
in
thought you
Yoshi's
meant the
Island.
yarn Poochie. All right, excuse
Wait,
me. Jesus Christ, Goomba's number 2 though.
Okay,
Of course.
I'm really surprised by that, considering you'd said multiple times that you would buy like 10 Goomba
No.
Amiibos.
I have
Silver,
it on. In fact, go
yeah.
back, Nick. Go back to the other discussion. Find that clip and play it right now.
Maybe I
Yeah.
won't. Maybe I won't. I guess it's my turn. So, for some things I put a runner up for best amiibo. I kind of just wanted to give a shout out to the entire Mario Odyssey line because like I love the line in general. I think they obviously work best together. I think like you can't just have one. You got to have either just two or all three. But the clear winner for me, because I'm staring right at it and I love it so much, is the Metroid, the squishy Metroid amiibo. It's kind of
Yeah.
basic, but like it's really good. I love that amiibo so much. I'm squishing right now.
Also, shout out to Waluigi for getting an amiibo before he gets a
That's-
fucking game.
That's 2016, my guy.
Wait, okay.
We're living in the past.
I'm just saying.
I was gonna say yeah. Wasn't that
No, I'm just saying, man. He got a fucking amiibo before he
Waluigi
got an actual
deserves.
game.
He deserves the best. Alright, so next up we have the best game that we missed, which is basically like the game that we didn't get to play in 2017 that released this year that we really want to go back and play. So
Can I go
Hunter.
with this one?
Yeah, you can go ahead
Can
with
I
this
go?
one.
Sure.
Because I just want to. Persona 5 and Nier Automata.
Oh,
Those were the two I put down.
I
Wow,
did not-
those two games are not going to come up at all for the rest of this.
no,
Oh,
not at
yeah,
all. Don't worry, guys. You're
I
good.
wanted to bring it up now because I knew you guys weren't going to talk about them. So.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Thanks, man.
I'm
Appreciate
actually
it.
quite surprised by Persona 5. I thought Nier you'd want to play, but I didn't know Persona 5. I'm actually surprised by
I
that.
mean,
He's
I
wanted me to
haven't.
play. He's wanted me to play Persona 4 for the fucking Bone Zone for years. I'm not sure if it's a joke or not, but he asks a lot.
Okay.
So
Hunter, what was yours?
Put it on recording right here. We're going to 100% Persona 4 for the Bone Zone.
It is on recording.
fucking took me 530 hours to do that. Anyways, so like I like the Dark Souls games. I like Bloodborne, especially. It's one of my favorite games ever.
Oh.
I didn't, for some fucking reason, I didn't buy or ever play Neo. I don't know why I haven't. It's fast. It's apparently faster Bloodborne with samurais and shit, which is like, yeah, that's cool.
It looks really cool from what I've seen, yeah. And I know it's like it's not. I know it's not from software, but like it's very similar to a Souls
I heard
type
it's.
game.
I've heard it's just as good, or if not better.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I will when it goes.
Definitely
on sale,
better
I'm gonna-
than Dark Souls 2. Am I right?
Hey, all right, you can do some cool things in Dark Souls 2, but that game kind of sucks.
All right, so I lied already because I said we wouldn't hear about Nier or Persona 5.
And we're
No,
not going to.
was
What's
it?
the next category?
No, the one game. Well, not the one. There's obviously others. But like there's one clear without a doubt that I haven't touched that I really want to play is Nier. I played the demo back when it released.
Not
and I was like-
Automata, the first one.
Yeah, the first Nier. No, Nier Automata. I played the demo. I loved it, but you know, other games came around and never got around to it. But I will touch it very soon. I just gotta buy it first.
I platinumed that game.
Or maybe I'll do the same. Okay.
You won't.
Maybe not. Next up is best multiplayer. So this category, I feel like it's either gonna be very similar. Well, probably very similar
It's
for
not.
me and Hunter.
It's not. It's not. I
Really?
changed it. Yeah.
Oh,
no,
what?
I,
Oh, okay. Okay, Hunter,
Yeah,
you
I'm
go
here
first. You go first.
So a long time ago, in the years where I owned an Xbox 360, I played like a shit ton of Soul Calibur 5 because I love making characters. Shout out to my Anne Frank. That was the best character I made.
Oh my god.
So I've been like waiting for a new one, which is about to come out. And in the meantime,
Right.
I've been making a bunch of characters in Tekken 7, and that's some of the most fun I've had in a multiplayer game. My most recent character is I made Dory from Finding Nemo.
I remember that.
I made this. This is a black girl named Master Raven, and I just made all her clothes either like dark blue or yellow, and you can make your character have a little fucking clownfish over their shoulder.
Oh.
So it's Dory.
Oh
That's
god.
pretty good.
That's pretty good. Anything else? Any runner-ups or honorable mentions?
Runner-ups, well, I mean, there are, but like, it's yours.
Okay.
So
Yeah. Okay. Go on, Silver. You go next.
I don't know what Nick's is.
No, go ahead. You say
I
first.
just-
Yes,
I
yes, you
wrote Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but I want to change it now.
Change it. Go ahead.
All right,
Do
Puyo
quick.
Puyo Tetris.
That's
we actually had a lot of fun playing that together. That's
we
true.
had a lot, yeah.
That is true. That's actually not
I
on my
think-
list though.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
That was one of the most funs I've had this year is when we played it in that one stream you
On
had,
that
and
stream
like
and like
those people who actually play the game came in and like whooped our ass.
I know, yeah. I didn't know that the Puyo Puyo Tetris Twitch community was very alive.
It's very, dude. That's everyone has to have some fun, dude.
We
Yeah.
had like 13 viewers that day.
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Anyways.
gosh. Okay, so I guess I'll go for best multiplayer. I have a
Well.
couple runner-ups or honorable mentions here. I want to give one to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It was fun. It was very enjoyable to go back to Mario Kart, especially with the amazing battle mode. But I kind of put it a little bit, even though it's not a 2017 game. I basically really got into Overwatch this year, and it's probably like the thing I put the most hours into that probably of any multiplayer game this year. Maybe not topped by Splatoon 2, which is my multiplayer winner. Which I haven't played a bunch of recently. It's kind of been more Overwatch, but it's Splatoon 2. I love Splatoon.
Where are
What else
your
can I say?
Where are your Splatfest updates?
Yeah, where are they?
They're dead. They're dead because the channel's dead. This video doesn't exist right now.
Oh man, this is getting uploaded directly to the Twitch.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
can I also say real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to say a runner-up and the worst multiplayer game I've played this year, Monopoly for Switch.
What's wrong with that?
No, that's the runner-up.
Okay,
No, that's-
I was
that's the
gonna
runner-up.
say.
Oh, okay, no,
you-
I thought
you-
it was
oh, I
the
know.
runner-up and also the
You
worst.
know exactly what it is.
The worst is
Yo.
Uno.
Fuck Uno for the Switch.
What's wrong with Uno for the
You
Switch?
can't connect to your friends, and when we did actually end up connecting, the game crashed.
I remember you guys wanted me to buy that and Monopoly, and I was like, no, I heard such bad things of Uno, and then you were streaming it,
so
so
bad.
it was so bad.
Dude, Uno
Shut
for
up.
Xbox 360 is so good.
Shoutouts to Uno for Switch. Nobody's playing online on a Tuesday afternoon.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
Alright.
so next up is best soundtrack, and this, yeah, this is a good one for me. This was hard for me to choose. So
Really?
yeah, really, no, like really goddamn
This
difficult.
pretty easy.
Okay,
This one's pretty
then you
easy.
go first, Silvery. Why don't you do it? Huh?
I put Mario Odyssey because I didn't play Persona 5 or Nier.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I put Persona 5 because I played Persona 5.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, my winner is also Persona 5, but I need to get this out of the way. My runner ups like neck and neck. Like these all three were neck and neck, but I think Persona
Nick
5
and
just
Nick.
there was just so much more variety and like and so many more songs that like just hit me like personally. But
Knack 2, baby.
no, Odyssey,
So
like Cascade Kingdom and Jump Up Superstar, I can't like I want it like now. I want it now in the middle of this discussion. Put it up me right now. And then Sonic Mania, obviously, because T. Lopez.
Oh shit, can I change
T.
mine?
Lopes, go ahead.
No.
Yeah,
I'm changing mine to Sonic Mania.
good. There you go. All right.
Just
I
Flying
didn't
Battery
play-
Zone Act 1. That's the only song.
I'll put it
Can
up
I
right
change
now.
mine to Sonic Mania, but only the Sonic Mania that fucking Silvagana made, where it's all Totinos.
No. All right. We're moving on to
also-
the next thing. No.
Nier 1 has a better soundtrack. Go on.
Oh, okay.
does.
Next up.
Nobody said anything about it.
Yeah.
I know. I did, though.
He wanted to get that
He's
out
just
there.
getting defensive over
He
nothing.
gets defensive over a lot of things, like how he hates Yoshi's Island. Okay, next up is best graphics or art style. Basically the best looking, the thing that appealed to your eyes the most. So
Can I go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Fun.
Is it
Surprise,
specifically
surprise.
2B's ass? That's my only question.
No, it's Persona 5.
Okay,
Oh
yeah.
wow, it's Persona 5.
Hey, I'm on my so the game's flashy as fuck, dude.
That game is
Like-
so fucking
It
beautiful.
does
That
look
game has
really
one of the
nice.
best art styles, I think. Like maybe not like the graphics itself is
No,
nothing
even the
super special,
graphics-
but it looks great and it looks super clean. But the thing that gives that game the perfect polish is that hard red art style.
Yeah, here's first off, all personas are like that. They all have a specific color. That's the
I
main.
know, but like
But for fun fact, Persona 2 is also red, and that has Hitler in it. So there's two reasons. He's the main
So
villain.
therefore Persona 2 has the better art
But-
style.
Yeah, that's true. Put a picture of Rad Hitler from Persona 2, please.
okay.
Another thing about the art, like graphics specifically, is like the reason why we didn't get a Persona game for so long is Atlas really wanted to make one in HD, like a new console, and not like a fucking like the Vita or some shit. So it's the graphics was a big part of Persona 5
Yeah, no, you can tell.
coming out. So like, kind of have to give it to that. If that wasn't the case, yeah, 2B's ass, but you know.
Specifically 2B's ass. All right, Silvery, what's your favorite?
Oh man, it's Cuphead.
Okay, it's Cuphead. All right. I mean, I'm on the same boat. Cuphead. Like, I feel almost weird giving it that because it doesn't like. That's
What do
the
you
thing.
mean?
What do you
No,
mean?
it obviously just like it's so weird because it's just
Why
it's
is it weird?
drawn. It's like it wasn't made the same way, but obviously I think that's what it gives it more credibility to earn the spot. Yeah, but it feels so different.
Just how much effort went into every single little thing that happens in that game.
Yeah, but I have two runner-ups that I have to mention. Obviously, Persona 5. Second, third, Mario Odyssey. Just having that game in HD and how different all the kingdoms look. It's more the art style and like the style of the game in general that I really appreciate than like the graphics, I guess, in general. It's just like how the different areas look that I really appreciate, and I didn't know where else to say that, but there. Okay. Next up is best story, which I am gonna get shit for. So let's start with Hunter.
All right, time to talk about a game none of you have played. So Danganronpa V3.
Oh, Danganronpa!
Yeah, me and Nick were having a conversation earlier about like I put a game on here that none of you know, like have any idea about, and Danganronpa V3. I really like Danganronpa.
I've heard really good things about it. Yeah, I should probably get onto it.
Danganronpa does okay. Have you ever played or seen like a movie where like it's the last? Because Danganronpa V3 is quote unquote the last Danganronpa. It does a thing where it's like at the end where I'm not gonna try to spoil it, but it's kind of like fuck you at the end, kind of right.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's kind of one of those. And like, hey, 1 and 2, you know, and it's one of those things where like at the moment you're like, man, fuck this game, and then a month later you're like, man, fuck that game, that was great, like, you know. And I fucking, it's so good. I love the story, I love the characters. It's my second favorite Danganronpa. 2 is still better, but yeah, the game's really good.
All right, I'm assuming you can't tell story stuff because I'm pretty sure that game has like very. Because I know a little bit.
I can't say anything.
Yeah, I'll take your word on it. Don't
spoiler.
worry. Yeah, I'll take your word on it. Don't worry. Silvery, what's your top stories of this year?
Oh boy.
Or last year?
I played like maybe like 2 story games this year or last year, I guess. I just put Breath of the Wild because I couldn't. Think of
Really?
anything.
Oh damn. Okay.
Really? Wow. All right. Oh,
I didn't play anything else.
All right. I'm gonna go a
Sonic
little
Mania.
bit. No. Sonic Forces. Sonic Forces.
Yeah.
Because the one line that Knuckles says.
mine?
Because the one line that Knuckles says. This is war charming. Or some shit like that.
Yeah,
Put it up right now. Oh my
War never
god.
changes charming.
Okay, so my
Can you
number
find love on the
one.
battlefield, charming?
Okay, so
Yeah.
I would put this as my number one, but we'll go into it later, and Hunter will give me shit to it. But I haven't beat the game yet. But
Oh, is it Persona 5?
no, it's not Persona 5, but I'm giving it an honorable mention because unless the story drop flats or something happens that I personally don't think. But so far right now, what I've had, I'm sure the story won't get bad. Trust me, I know it won't.
Nick, no, Nick. You're not listening. There is something that will happen later where it made me think, this is kind of not great.
Oh,
I'll be honest. There is
okay.
the last third of that game does something a little weird. Go ahead.
Okay, well, that's why I didn't put it on the list because I'm not far enough in the story to know for sure that it's gonna be like 100% golden. Because I haven't beat it yet.
Beat this game yet? Yeah.
Alright, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I gave like my actual runner-up to Zelda, and like Zelda's story is like disappointing, but also like good at the same time because I appreciate that. I appreciate the perspective. It's just part of how the game is. Like it takes place 100 years after everything. So naturally, spoiler alert, all your friends are dead and you can't actually get normal interactions with them. So it's kind of like nothing ever happens, but I liked learning. It was an interesting way to like learn through finding memories and just seeing characters, well, mostly just Zelda, grow, but like learning more about the personalities of the characters. Like
Zelda makes me grow.
Okay. There was a lot of like faults with it, but I do enjoy the story more than most Zelda games, just because at least it's a different type of perspective, I guess.
Did you just really not play like?
I just kind of put Breath of the Wild by default.
Okay, well, like
I mean, there's another game I wanted to put for this spot, but I also want to talk about it later. So.
Oh, okay. But like, here's the thing. Like, I'm like, man, what story? There's Persona 5. I have Nier, Yakuza 0, or Yakuza O, as I like to call it.
I haven't
Yakuza
played
Kiwami.
Fun fact:
There's
I own all 3 of those games.
Yeah, and he's never played them. Anyways, and I'm like, man, what am I gonna put on here? And I was thinking, and you're always like, yeah, Breath of the Wild. That game doesn't have any story. That one. That's the one I picked.
I mean,
Oh,
it has.
really? No,
it
I like
has-
the lore.
Yeah, it's
okay.
that's the thing. It's more lore really than story. But I like I said, like I didn't play a lot of.
There's a story
I
there.
didn't play a lot of story-driven games. Like the closest thing I guess I can say after that, other than Persona, is like
Xenoblade.
Is Minecraft.
Well,
story
Xenoblade,
mode?
I'm not nearly far enough to like be able to judge
neither one of us
anything.
are.
But I guess the next thing I would say is Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, just because like I'm not
That's
saying.
good.
Hold
but,
on,
like,
are we still on your runner-ups?
No, I'm just saying because I like the cutscenes, but that doesn't count. But my number
you put for
one,
your
just
best
because.
You said we weren't gonna spend a lot of time on this.
No, I said we would. My number one is Odyssey.
Are you fucking this guy, I was gonna make a joke at the end of this when we were about to move on, saying, "Oh, honorable mention to Odyssey."
Well,
But this
okay.
motherfucker just puts it at number 1.
You know what? It's like not even really. It's just like a little twist on the Mario story of Bowser just being like, "Hey, I'm just gonna straight up marry you this time," and like it kind of actually like it's what
He did that in Super Paper Mario.
I know, but that's not from this year, and I didn't beat it. But here's the thing: like, I think the story works better for the gameplay because, like, you can actually see, like, how in the Wooded Kingdom, like Bowser stealing flowers. Like, it's like more of a reason to go to these places, which you don't really need, but it's neat to see and it's neat to follow, like, and see Bowser get stuff for Peach, and like see how it all culminates in the end, which I won't say, but yeah, it's small.
Bowser went to Mexico to get a ring. This is the best story ever.
I just thought it added like
Whatever,
a little
I
thing
get
to
it, I get it.
Yeah, it just added to Mario in a way that I didn't think a story to Mario could add. It was just a nice little charm. But yeah, surprisingly enough, I think Odyssey was the best story of the year that I beat. Okay, this category is a little bit weird. It's mixed
time.
mixed mash of both. Okay, favorite in-game moment or most hype moment in general of the whole year. Most hype moments, most meaningful moments.
Those are
whatever.
2 different things.
Okay,
Yeah,
do you
those are
want
2 different things.
to? Do you want to do both?
I didn't plan for most hype
no,
moment.
I have both. I have favorite in-game moment and most hype moment.
Okay, go ahead, Hunter. You go first. Go
Oh,
do
what are
both.
we doing?
We'll do both. We'll do.
All
first-
right. Well, okay. Fuck it. My favorite in-game moment are 2 things. I put 2 because I can't say one of them because it's the ending to Persona 5. Because it's that like raddest shit ever. Like the last thing you do to kill the final boss is the coolest shit. Anyway, I'm not gonna say it, Nick.
I'm scared. I restart
But-
that game tonight. I'm excited.
So, oh yeah, we should play. Anyways, the other one is about every cutscene in Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Okay, I understand that. That's really funny. I've seen some.
So far, think about every cutscene I've seen that's not like talking or a hot spring scene was. No, even the hot spring scene was pretty hype. The most hype moment I've had, and this is just of all the year, was actually having Persona 5 fucking release. That game was supposed to come out in 2014.
14. Yeah.
It came out 4 years later. Or not
That's
4
fine.
Yeah, 4 years later.
3 years.
Yeah.
About.
3 years, whatever.
It took
whatever.
a long time.
Yeah. So I was happy when that came out.
Good.
That's about it.
All right, you want to go, Silver?
I don't have a most hype moment because it wasn't written down on the official
worry,
list that Nintendo Nick gave us. So I'm going to forego that category.
No. What about
That's
favorite
fine.
in-game moment?
regards to not, listen, I don't want to make myself sound like an idiot trying to talk about something I didn't prepare for. So
It's fine. It's fine.
I'm doing it for the fans.
Favorite in-game moment, then go.
My favorite, I have 2
Go ahead.
from the
Say
same
them.
game.
Really?
I know what they are. I know
Oh
what
my!
they are.
No. Okay, tell me.
I know.
No, what
Why
are
do you
they?
keep
No,
saying that, Nick?
Tell me, what are they?
Does it matter if you know?
No,
don't.
here we go. We're all gonna be quiet. Nick's gonna tell everyone what my favorite 2 moments were.
I'll say one. New Dunk City Festival.
No,
What?
you're so off your game, Fox.
Oh my God! Go, go. I'm wrong.
Oh, they're both from Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
What?
Anyway, if Nintendo Nick is done being a child,
Oh my God.
I put Rainbow Rocket and Traveling Through Ultra Space. They were both Rainbow Rocket. I think Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I'm going to talk about it more later, but
Okay.
it was kind of lackluster for the most part. But I think Rainbow Rocket it's so worth it.
I haven't done it yet.
I thought it was a ton of fun.
Okay.
I'll contribute to
And it
this
was
conversation
really
when we
good.
talk about it later.
Okay. Yeah, I
And,
feel like we're all
Ultra-
gonna talk about this game eventually.
Ultra Space was also a lot to
Do you mean like?
I really like traveling through the Ultra wormholes to the Ultra Beast's home planets. I thought was super fun,
shocked.
especially Buzzwole's Ultra Jungle with the incredible bombastic music and the flexing trees. And
Flexing trees?
yeah, oh my God!
Oh, I haven't got there yet.
Fantastic. And Guzzlord's the Ultra Ruin.
I've seen the Snapchat you sent me. That was hilarious.
Okay.
Send it to Nick and put it on the screen.
All right.
okay,
You're
yeah, I'll
gonna
send it
have
to
to.
Yeah, I'll send it to
All
him
right.
now.
Okay. So I guess I'll go. Okay. So I talked about probably the most hyped moment that wasn't really in a game, and I guess it was just like the whole like 2 or 3 days with the Switch event and all
bet
that
it's Odyssey.
stuff. Excuse me. No. It was just just a Switch event like in February or January, whenever we had it. Those 3 days of like them having a bunch of demos out and like the Switch presentation itself. It was really cool to just see what the Switch finally was, and just to get it so soon within the next 3 months. Like the Switch, that time period around the Switch launch and the Switch event, I guess that was just really. It was so painful to like wait, but it was also really cool just to see the Switch itself. But in-game moments, I don't want to talk about one of them that's in Odyssey. I have 2 in Odyssey. I don't want to talk about one of them
Goddamn.
because it's a spoiler. But the New Donk City Festival nearly brought me to tears. I think it might have. I don't know. Maybe. Probably.
Yay.
I was at tears at like the end of Odyssey, the thing that I can't talk about because spoilers. But because I can't talk about that exactly, I'm also gonna throw in the very obvious one when you walk out of the resurrection shrine in Breath of the Wild and you just see the world. It's just incredible. Okay, Kingdom Hearts, go. Why? What is the point?
You said when you walk. And I just went from there.
Okay, yeah, so New Donk City ending of Odyssey and New Donk City Festival and walking out in Breath of the Wild. Next up is best characters. Hunter kind of put best waifu.
Mine's a guy.
Okay. Go Hunter, you go first. Best waifu. Best new character basically, yeah.
All right. So again, from a game you've never played, Danganronpa V3.
Yeah, baby.
Yo,
So-
yeet.
So, real quick rundown, Danganronpa is basically it's 16 high school kids trapped in school, and to get out, they have to kill each other and get away with it. That's basically the plot. And they all have ultimate abilities, like one person's the ultimate detective, some person's the ultimate pianist, much like that. There's one character who is his title is the ultimate supreme leader. His name is Kokichi Uma, and his whole thing is he just fucking lies all the time. Spoiler for that game. None of us are gonna play it, but anyone wants to. Like,
I want to.
Nick? You have to play the first and second one. Do you have the time to do that?
I didn't know that.
Nick,
I thought
it's
it was
the third game.
Okay, I thought it was a Final Fantasy deal.
No, it's not.
Okay, I guess spoilers then. Go ahead.
Okay, so there is a mastermind at the school. There is always one. And he says to everyone, I'm the mastermind. I love seeing you all suffer. Fuck you all. And it made them like fucking depressed as shit. And like said like, oh, the outside world's completely destroyed. And that was to lie to fuck with the actual mastermind. He's so good. He went so far to fuck with the mastermind. He wanted to plot a murder that the mastermind couldn't see by killing himself. It's so good. That game's so good. But yeah, Kokichi Uma. Best character. Who's for me?
Oh god, I dropped Pyukumuku. Oh no.
Oh
You
my
fucking-
god.
I'm
God damn
holding
it, stop
Pyukumuku.
ruining your
You
video.
dropped this puke. Oh.
Okay, Silver, you go next. I'm
I
actually.
gotta go now?
Yeah, go ahead.
You're
Best character.
actually what?
I actually want to see what yours is because we might have similar ones potentially.
God knows we won't.
All right.
Yeah.
I actually had 2.
Okay.
Well, technically 9.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I know.
The first one was all right, Hunter.
I know. I thought it was something else. Never mind.
All right.
That was the best
My first one was Cuphead. I think he's a
Hey.
very cute mascot.
Mhm.
He's just very lovable. And then for my second one, I had the Bomberman brothers.
Are those new
Oh.
characters? I mean, they're basically reborn.
This is the first time they've had fleshed out personalities.
Okay, yeah, I'll give
Yeah,
you
so
that.
technically that is new characters. Yep.
Yeah, okay.
I like
I like
how I like it when multiplayer games give like characters that have different personalities instead of just like, oh, this is the blue one, this is the red one.
Mhm.
I like how they let you pick which one you like in terms of personality. My favorites are Black and Aqua.
My favorite's
And
green.
Nick, who's your favorite character of 2017?
Wait, I actually, can we talk about Bomberman R for a second? Because that game also has had like really good there's no point that we're going to talk about it, I'm assuming later. But
Nick,
Bomberman
stick
R
to the
deserves
script.
credits because the game keeps on getting updated with
my
story
God.
content and all that. Whatever. My favorite game characters of this year. Honorable mention Pyra, just because I like her so far in this game that I'm playing. But the winner, the Skull Dudes from Odyssey.
The Tostarena.
Yeah, the Tostarena citizens. I didn't
The
look
little
it
Mexican, the sugar skulls.
up. The sugar skulls. They're so specifically like the ones with like not the thin heads, like the thick heads. They're just like so. I don't know why I couldn't think of anything, and I was like, those dudes are awesome.
They're very delightful.
They are very, very delightful. I love them so much. Also, the Cap Kingdom people too, but the Skull Dudes are the best, obviously. Yeah. So, okay. Next up, ooh.
Hey, no, Nick.
What?
Slow down. My
What?
favorite Bomberman characters are Aqua and Pyramid Head Bomber. Now
Yes.
we can continue.
Okay.
Oh, shoutouts to Simon Belmont, Bomber.
Oh,
That's pretty good,
shoutouts
too.
to
No,
the-
we're moving on.
No,
Yeah,
we're moving on. That was it. That's all we needed.
Moving on. With or without you.
biggest disappointment.
I have 3.
I have 2.
I don't like where this is going, considering something you said earlier.
Yeah. Ooh. Go ahead.
Now I'm
Hunter.
sad.
Oh, go
I'm
ahead.
sad, Murray.
So let's start with the first one. All right. So when the Wii came out, what game came out with it? That's right, Wii Sports. Everyone loves Wii Sports. It's fantastic.
No,
What
we
game-
don't. We just
Are
like
you-
bowling.
That's Wii Sports.
Hey, boxing and golf
Hey,
are fun.
Hey, boxing, golf's pretty fun. Wii Sports Resort came out. That was really good. Okay, what came out on the Wii U? Nintendo World or Nintendo Land, what was it? Nintendo Land. That was it.
That game is
No one played it, but everyone who did play it liked it.
loved that game. That
Yeah.
should be a Switch port.
Yeah. And then the Switch came out, an incredibly successful console. What's the game? 1-2 Switch. That's got milking in it, and that's about it.
Oh God.
Let's also point out the fact that one you gotta pay separate for.
Yeah, and it
It doesn't even come with the console.
Yeah.
It's really it's
$50.
I'll defend that game. I think it's really fun. It's not worth $40.
It's not worth. It's not.
Yeah,
Here's the thing.
I'm with you. That's the disappointing part.
It should be packaged.
It didn't make my list because I kind of just forgot about it because I turned it in 3 days after buying it. It's really fun for like 15 minutes, maybe a little bit more. But like after that, I feel like after one long play session of it with your family, they never want to play it again. Because like you play all the games, you know like kind of the tricks around every game, and you know which ones that you really don't like, and it's like.
When everyone knows milking's the best one.
I'll defend that game because I'll still hold that telephone.
That one's
is a
really
fuck
good. Yeah, that one's really fun. But guess what? That's just a WarioWare minigame also. When you think about it.
Guys, I got 2 more.
Go ahead.
Okay, yeah.
We gotta continue. All right, so Sonic Forces.
Woo!
Aw.
Now, not for what you think. All right. When I see a 3D Sonic game that's not called Sonic Colors, I'm like, I want this to be the worst as it possibly can be.
What about Generations? You forgot that good one.
As I said, I want it to be as the worst as it possibly can be. Now, hear me out, right? This is a game where they're like, yo, it's edgy as fuck. Infinite, his theme is so edgy. You get to make your own character. I'm like, this is sounding so great. I was more excited for this than I was for Sonic Mania. This is how I'm serious because of how bad it sounded. I love bad games. I love bad movies. It's my
Hell
shit.
yeah.
So I'm like, oh dude, I can't wait. And it came out and it's like, it's not good or bad, which is the worst a game can be. I was so disappointed. There was like, you can't do enough shit with your character. Your character doesn't do enough dumb shit as you want it to be. I wanted like a whole like fucking like conversation tree. You can be like good or bad. Fucking, but like
take the fucking neutral route.
Yeah, right. But like fucking, they didn't do it, and that really fucking upset me. And now my third one, which is one I believe Silvery agrees with. I'm very disappointed in Senran Kagura Peach Beach
What?
Slash.
This is not what I expected.
Wait, hold on. I didn't play Peach Splash.
Oh wait, I
That's
put down
not the-
Peach. That's not the one. Why did I put that down?
Oh no.
Oh man, I fucked it up.
Oh,
I
now
forgot
we
what-
both look like fools.
Oh
You
geez.
included me by
gosh.
association.
All right, whatever the fucking one's called, I can't remember.
The one for Switch.
I have
Yeah,
to
the one
put
for
it-
Switch.
You know what? I didn't have that down for one of mine, but I only had it anyway. But
I already knew that you were disappointed by it. So was I, because I actually watched the whole thing of it.
That's a booby catching game, right?
Yeah, and
that's
but
all
here's the
there is
thing.
to
That's
it,
it. That's it. You rub her hands, you roll her leg, and you smack her like thighs. That's about it. That's the entire game.
I was really excited to play it, and for the first like half an hour of playing it, it's like, oh, this is weird, this is cool, and then you realize, oh, that's it. Oh.
And you do it a lot. Like the best thing I saw out of it is like an Etika stream where like he gets to a fucking picture of the girl who's upside down with her legs spread. It just like zooms in him taking a screenshot like immediately. It's fucking hilarious. But besides that, I was super like, man, I wanted that to go places. You know,
it did not.
There was one game that I thought you were gonna bring up that I'm kind of glad you didn't.
Why? What game?
Don't worry about it. Here's my most disappointing moment of 2017.
No, what was it?
We got the Nintendo Switch, right?
I don't know what it was.
We got this eShop, right?
Mm-hmm.
No virtual console of any kind.
Yep.
Yeah.
It sucks.
So what the fuck?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
At least like Super Mario Bros. Or something.
I mean, they did.
But oh
give
wait,
us Super Mario.
We got versus Super Mario Bros. It's $8.
Yeah, I have a feeling that we're either gonna see from it very soon, possibly in the January Direct, or we're not gonna see from it until we have to pay for online. Because that's the thing, they promised that kind of virtual console service if you pay for their online, but it's like, how does that work? Because it's clearly not gonna be for games that are N64.
I don't even care. Just let me pay for your online already, so I can get the virtual console games.
Yeah, it is disappointing.
Silvery,
and I'm also hold on. I want to do a preemptive disappointment for 2018 or possibly 2019.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna call it right now. Why can't I get a discount on virtual console games I own on my 3DS? I'm gonna call it right now.
Well, they're not gonna let you do that.
Yeah, they're not.
Actually, why do I gotta pay full price for Super Mario World on every console?
I could be wrong, and I'm not going to spend too much time on this, but I think they said that now with the Switch, everything connects. I could be wrong, but let's move on. Anything
I don't
else?
believe them.
Hey, before we move on, Silvery, if I promise not to go on a rant about it, can you tell me what the game you thought I was gonna be disappointed in?
I thought it was gonna be Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
Oh no, I haven't beat that yet.
Okay.
So I wasn't gonna I honestly I'll wait till I beat it to.
Oh, here we go. Oh, hold on.
It's my turn.
Hold on. Got to get your honorable mentions out of the way first.
No, okay. I want to say this. I actually don't think I can't, at least I can't be bothered to think about it. Maybe other than 1-2 Switch and Snake Pass, but those are games that I wasn't looking. I didn't that I didn't think were gonna be really great. But I like the games that are on my disappointment list. I actually think one of them is way better than I was expecting, but it still didn't live up, and it actually disappointed in other aspects that I thought it was going to do well in. It kind of flipped its head on me, which is Pokemon. It kind of killed a lot of character motivation in the quote-unquote...
It killed a lot of characters off. It was a really weird move.
Yeah, dude, Hal just dies on the third island.
Yeah, crazy, dude.
No, but okay, I won't go into details.
They brought that Grimsley just to kill him off?
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
I feel like let me get this out of the way. I've only done the main story. I literally beat the champion, and fun fact, I actually like that they changed up the champion a little bit, but that's all I did. I just beat the game, and then I was done with it for now. But I was disappointed that the game was a little bit too similar. It's a little bit faster than Sun and Moon's story. A lot of the text stuff goes faster, but a lot of the story is also not as good when it actually does change. Lusamine specifically, I think Lusamine, which is one of the cooler characters, because she was just kind of insane. Her motivation is kind of killed in this game. I won't really say why, but whatever.
I think her motivation is still it's sound. I like how they changed it to fit the story, but that being said, it's not as interesting. The whole relationship between her and Lily took a massive hit. Mm-hmm. Is what I was gonna say.
Pokemon Ultra Moon was good because I had a Mime Jr. at the beginning and then let me do it.
Good answer!
Oh my god. Okay, so biggest disappointment is Sonic Forces. And I kind of knew it was always gonna be bad because it was watching a game that okay, everybody else saw it. Like at first they were like, "Oh my god, is it just going to be Generations 2?" And the more and more we learn about it, and the more we see, we're just like, "Oh no."
Also, a good thing that they
no.
Nick, hold on. A good like sign that it wasn't gonna be Generations 2 is when they fucking revealed it. They literally said this is not Generations 2.
I know, but like when you
obviously
reveal,
did it.
no. Here's the thing, though. Like they still could have. No, I didn't mean like Generations 2, but when like okay, it's still also kind of like the Generations 2, but you can tell. I want to go deep. I want to go deep into this. Okay, the game doesn't have any developers from Sonic. From any of the from Sonic Colors or Sonic Generations. It's all like new guys. So it's like, what the shit? What are the developers doing? What are the good ones doing? The one who actually made the decent games.
They're
like,
dead.
No, they're not dead. But yeah, the game just it's like a poor man's Generation. Like playing through it, I was
not
like,
at all.
This is like
it's even worse.
It just if it's just feels worse. Like it just the engine that they apparently spent like 3 years working on just doesn't feel as good as Generations, and the levels are so short, and even when they do start picking up, they just end so fast, and just the character creation, like it actually has some potential, but it obviously not fleshed out. And classic Sonic is the most shoehorned in thing in the game. Like, oh my god, the physics are so bad, and it's just so much worse because we got Mania 2 months before, and the music isn't even that great, especially in the classic Sonic stages. Like, I like the game. I actually
this one's pretty good. In the final boss theme is really good.
I worded that wrong. I actually like the music in the game. I like kind of like the more adventure style music with lyrics and stuff. But the classic Sonic music is everything classic Sonic in the game is really bad. Thank God he only has like 5 stages. But
he does actually have 5 stages.
He only has 5 stages. There's only 30 stages in the game, but he only has 5 of them.
Because they're bad.
Yeah, they're not good.
But, hey Nick, I just like to say I've noticed something.
Yeah.
You did the same thing with Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. How they literally said this is not a sequel, this is like an alternate story, and you're like, yeah, but it still could be a sequel though.
No,
and they're like,
I meant in terms of gameplay. I meant in terms of gameplay for Sonic.
It's like it's not Generations, which means not in gameplay. That's what they meant by that. And they says no, but it still could be Generations too. Nick, they're telling you it's not that. They're the ones making the game. You're like, no, wait, hold on, hear me out.
They're also the ones. They're also the ones trying to convince me that the same people who made Sonic Generations made that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they didn't. It was okay. It's like Hunter said, just in the middle. It's just something that I will probably never go back to, and I'd rather go back to something like Sonic 06.
Green Hill Zone, more like Sand Hill Zone.
Yeah, okay.
More like Sandhill Forces.
Next up is Best Surprise. Hunter, take it away.
Okay, so like Resident Evil.
Hey.
Resident Evil 4, fucking fantastic. 5 came out. Good game, not 4. 6 came out. Whew, what? That's not Resident Evil. And then Revelations 1 and 2 came out, and like, yeah, these are pretty good. I actually really liked Revelations 1 and 2. Mm-hmm. But it's still... They were more of like 7. Sorry, not 7. Oh wow, I spoiled it. 7. They're more like 4, where it's like go to point A, point B. It's like a horror shooter, you know. But it was a little bit like the older games as well, where you're on a ship and there's rooms and keys and some puzzles and stuff. But it's still more like 7. I'm like, yeah, you know, like
7.
Kind of want. I keep saying 7 because 7's the one I was so surprised about, because they're like, yo. It's like you're in a fucking mansion. There's dumb puzzles that make no sense everywhere. Fucking aiming's hard as shit. It's like Resident Evil 1, but in 3D for PS4 and first person for some reason.
Hell yeah!
It's Resident Evil. Like, a lot of people don't like 7. For some reason.
I've heard a lot of people like 7. I have not heard a lot of people saying.
I've heard many people who hate 7, and I never understood why.
It's probably because it's so radically different.
It's fantastic. It reminded me so much of old Resident Evil, and I'm like, because I love old Resident Evil, but I hate tank controls, so I don't really like playing them. God, that game's fun. That game is just so good and charming. That's
actually one of the games. I almost considered picking it up the other day, but that's definitely a game that I have to go back to that I missed as well.
It's so good. Yeah, so that was the biggest surprise. They made a good Resident Evil game, mainline Resident Evil game.
They also made apparently the best VR game too.
No, they didn't.
No?
Dude, it's so
Galgun?
you aim by moving your head, right?
Mm-hmm.
But your head's always moving, so you're always jittering.
Oh.
So it's one, hard to aim, and two, gonna give you a migraine.
Hell yeah.
Oh god.
Also, every time like a cutscene happens, the screen goes black for a bit because you have to get in position. So you know whenever a scare is about to happen. I really don't like VR because I've played it.
Get in position for your jump scare.
Yeah, literally. I have a PSVR. I've played it. It's not good. I really don't like it.
Is that it for you? Best
Yeah,
surprise?
that's it.
All
Yeah.
right, go
Triple
ahead,
7.
Silvery.
Alright, so I had two. One is something that got announced and one is something that came out.
Okay.
I'll go with the announced one first. So
Final Fantasy 15 fishing.
for once, they actually knew. No, so going back to what I brought up earlier about the virtual console, we got announced a lot of fucking arcade games that nobody gives a shit about. We got versus Super Mario Bros, which is that's cool. Versus Ice Climber, all right. Versus Wrecking Crew, versus Clue Land. Who the fuck likes Clue Land, let alone plays it as a multiplayer experience? So that was in the, I believe, September Direct. They talked about all these.
I think
no,
so.
we did a discussion about it.
I think pretty sure it was in December. Yeah.
No, it was before.
No.
I don't remember.
Sorry,
Nick, I'm
September.
sorry, I don't remember our discussion.
It's fine.
But anyway, they had all these versus weird fucking. They're just NES games, and I'm like, oh, big deal. And then they say, after they go through the list of games, they say, and many more, and they show fucking Punch Out Arcade, and I'm like, what? You're gonna talk about all these games, and you're gonna gloss over that one? Arcade Punch Out's coming to the Switch, baby!
They kind of did that as well with
That's the closest I'm gonna get to a new Punch Out game in, I would say, the next 20 years. So
Okay.
I'm lowballing.
Just real quick want to say on that same Direct, I still can't believe they're like, look at all these like games. Oh, it's so cool. It's like nothing. Like, oh, here's 4 seconds of a new Chrono Trigger game. Next, fuck you, fuck you, Nintendo. Anyways,
But anyway, I think this is my second one, which I think is probably overall the biggest surprise of 2017, and I would say my favorite surprise of 2017.
oh,
You know what it is, Hunter?
yeah, I know what it is.
Bubsy, baby.
No, it's not.
Bubsy came back.
Oh my god, it's actually Bubsy. Oh my god.
Alright. Bubsy.
Mhm.
That fucker just came back out of nowhere. Literally out of nowhere, just, hey, we're making a new Bubsy game.
Oh my god.
And he's just as obnoxious and annoying as ever, and I love him.
Did you get the game? Have you played it?
I got the special edition, dude.
Oh, that's the only
That was
way to
not
go.
worth $40. But I got a little Bubsy postcard. So.
Oh my gosh.
And
okay.
I think I got the soundtrack, which I'm
Oh,
pretty
no.
sure isn't much. And if Bubsy is not narrating over that entire soundtrack, I'm gonna be very disappointed.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I really like it, and I really like how self-aware it is. Cause,
Yeah.
because Bubsy is a little shit, and I'm pretty sure the people who write the game know he's a little shit.
Of course,
Because
they
throughout
have
the
to.
entire game, he's talking like, "Oh, I'm so cool, I'm hot shit," but it's like, "But Bubsy, come on." And I especially love when you're doing the volume settings for how often he talks. It goes from like a little chatter to kind of talkative to really talkative, and then you set it up all the way. It's just Bubsy.
It just says Bubsy.
It just says Bubsy. Like, this
That's
is
really
what you
funny.
signed up for.
Also, that game is an hour long.
Yeah. And it's also
That's a
apparently
little
not that great.
No, it's worse than not that great.
It's functional. It's just
yes,
really short.
you're right.
It's
Hey,
really short and
apparently
not
it's the
worth
best Bubsy game though, at least.
It's not.
Yeah. No, it absolutely is.
Alright, I guess I'll go next, and I have two little honorable mentions. Number one honorable mention is Snipper Clips. It's super fun, cute multiplayer, and snip and clip are super cool.
How was that a surprise?
It's like that game came out of nowhere, and the fact that like it also got a physical release with the DLC, I thought was super neat. And Nintendo, like, I feel like they're subtle. They want to make it like a little bit bigger than it seems, because you and me, Silvery, we went recently to Nintendo World, and there's like artwork that Nintendo made of like a Christmas tree of a bunch of different Nintendo stuff, and Snip and Clip are on there. And it's like, oh, that's neat. Whatever. I like the game too. I like the game a lot. Like, it was a nice little surprise. I haven't done a lot of the DLC stuff and haven't really beat the game, but when I do get to play with people, I really enjoy it. But another one that I'll go more into later, obviously Mario plus Rabbids. I feel like I would have been even more shocked with it if only it wasn't like leaked for like nearly a year that we heard rumblings about it. But my biggest surprise is Persona 5, because I like on a whim bought that game. I was just like, you know what, I never played a Persona game before, a lot of my friends are talking about it, I guess I'll buy it, and goddamn, I love that game so much.
All your friends are talking about it. You mean your one friend Hunter Stark was talking about it?
Well, you and a couple of other people were talking about it, and I had other friends that were talking
Nick,
about
I was like,
it was mostly you, yes, but like, I didn't expect to I was literally in the game shop like buying something else, and then I saw Persona there, and I was like, I guess I'll buy this, and I did not.
Let's all thank Hunter Stark. The world would not have known of Persona 5 had it not been for him.
Yay!
Alright, and we have our last category here before we go into just our top few games in general.
I don't even know what it is.
It's most anticipated thing.
Oh, I'm gonna forego this one.
Is most anticipated like a game that came out this year, or the
no,
one
most
that's
anticipated for next year?
Oh, for next year.
Or like whenever. Yeah. Most anticipated game that's coming up.
You should have said of 2018, Nick, because I was confused.
Well, I didn't want to limit it to.
I wrote down my most anticipated for this year.
I didn't want Sonic Forces.
Why would you? Okay.
I really wanted that game to be bad.
What are you guys excited for next year, huh?
I know. Fucking Kingdom Hearts 3, dude.
Yeah.
I'm so hyped for that.
It's 2018, not 2019.
No, it's 20.
It can be whenever. It can be whenever.
It's okay. It is announced for 2018. So I'm hyped. Right. Okay, I'm on your side. I think it's not gonna come out next year. Like,
okay, you're on my side. Okay.
Kingdom Hearts 3. This is what I'm excited for.
Okay.
What are you, Silver?
What about you, Silver? What about you?
What are you saying?
I wasn't prepared for this category.
Any game coming out next year.
Alright, Kirby, baby.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Actually, both Kirby's. We have the Fighters and
Fighters
Star
is
Wars.
out like everywhere else. Star Allies.
Doesn't matter. It's not out here.
Okay.
Listen, I don't need fucking scones and biscuits. All right, I don't get to play the game yet.
I want a scone. Okay, so my most anticipated game, I kind of want to throw Kingdom Hearts in there because you mentioned it, but the ones that
you didn't think about it beforehand. It's not that important to you.
I forgot. I can forget
it's
things.
It's one of his 7 honorable mentions.
No.
Nick. Okay, let me tell you how much I wanted it. I thought we were doing it for this year, and you said, "Oh, it's for next year." Oh, okay, Kingdom Hearts. That was amazing.
Okay, that's your number one. It's not my number one. It's a little honorable mention. The second honorable mention.
With your honorable mention.
Never.
Everything is so honored in your eyes.
I put maybe Pokemon because maybe it's coming out next year, maybe it's not, or whatever. I'm just excited for the Pokemon on Switch. But the number one game I'm excited for is Spider-Man.
Why?
Because I like.
Actually, Spider-Man does look very good.
It looks good. Even I know some people are like, it looks like an Arkham game. I'm like, okay,
I like.
Is that a bad thing though?
I like the Arkham games, and even if we haven't seen actually like that much of it, we only saw really one gameplay demo. But just the swinging alone, I know they'll nail, because I actually really trust Insomniac. I really respect them as game developers. But but yeah, Spider-Man is like my favorite superhero, so I'm super excited for a game. It looks good.
Still waiting for a good Punisher game.
All right,
a good one.
Keep on waiting.
It's gonna be a while.
Okay, so this is where we're gonna stop the recording, and in the next video we will talk about our top 5 games of the year in general. So be sure to check that out when it releases, probably the next day or sometime later after that. I don't know. Bye! Say bye.
Can't wait to talk about Flip Wars.